Rick, I'm gonna get us started. I'm gonna get us started. Is that cool?
All right, welcome everybody to Bluegrass Nights. Thanks for coming out. Awesome to see the community of folks who have been taking classes and learning to play this music, hanging out there. There's even for the first time ever, we started a sort of intermediate to advanced jam downstairs. There's even more space to play. So keep on inviting your friends to hang out, and remember that this is a free event. And it supports all the other bluegrass programming that happens here. So make sure to look out for the concerts and classes that are coming up. This is a monthly, last Thursday of the month series, and we were going to pause for summer, but thankfully, Walker Russell on the guitar, is he behind me? Where's Walker? He's MIA. Walker Russell, to be found somewhere in this building, agreed to continue the series throughout the summer, which is really great for everybody. So make sure to check out. I think he's going to continue on the last Sundays and things like that. But we have a lot of really exciting announcements, as well as our special guest here. We feature a person in the scene each month to kind of join the house band. And we have a lot of exciting announcements about upcoming dances and shows in the coming months, and a brand new festival that you guys are going to hear. You guys are going to be the first to hear a bit about the lineup at the Planet Granite Festival, which we'll talk about a little bit more in the future. Seeing as Walker is not here yet, I want to mention really quickly, if you walk around this building, you'll see posters all around for the upcoming shows. So make sure, if you are a frequenter of the local grocery stores or coffee shops and things like that, and there's a show that you're excited about, it goes a long way to post one of those up and share it like at your Carlucci's or local coffee shop and things like that. And I want to mention that the Bluegrass series has been generously supported by two festivals that are based in Connecticut. One is the Podunk Bluegrass Festival, which you might see a couple flyers or handouts here for. That is a 4-day festival in August. I believe it's the 9th through 12th. Does that sound right, Oriana? And that is in Goshen, Connecticut, not too far from here. And then the Morris Bluegrass Festival, is July 4th. It's in its third year, and that is in... Morris, that makes sense. What was it? Oh, I guess Walker's back. Morris, Connecticut, that's right. That is a all-day bluegrass event that just got on its feet a couple of years ago. It's a really fun one. So have that on your radars, July 4th in Morris, Connecticut. We got a full set of music that we're excited to share with you with our special guest. We're going to kick it off with Oriana Mack singing this one for you. This is Katie Daly. Don't be bashful, everybody. We're here to have a good time. So if you hear something you like, make them feel loved. We're gonna play another song for you now that Oriana's gonna sing. I'll tell you more about how Oriana got involved in this bluegrass thing in a little bit. But this next song we're gonna play for you is one by Flatten Scrubs, sort of the originators, some of the original bluegrass musicians, and they did this song here called "Some Old Day." What a joy it is to sing with these two. I gotta say, Oriana and I go way back, actually. She and I were in a New Haven, when I was in high school, she was in middle school. We were singing in the same little local choir after school. And she was so young, I was like maybe a junior or senior at the time. But she was big time into bluegrass, and we reconnected just a few years ago, hanging out with this guy over here, and the three of us just clicked right away singing. We love singing together. So, you know, I'll give a little bit more on each of these backgrounds here, but I got to say I'm so grateful to have Oriana Mack up here. So make her welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Oriana brought this song song to the group. This next one is one that I know from Alison Krauss. Is that the version that?
Yeah, that's the version I know.
Awesome. So, or you want to count off?
1, 2, 3.
Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no cactus jar. Come the morning, I'll always be there. Walking his footsteps in the sweet velvet dawn. Traded for chestnut hair, looking back, I was proud to be his friend. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no cactus jar. Come the morning, I'll always be there. Walking in his footsteps, the sweet velvet dawn. Catfish Jones, living there, never score. Though his love was hard. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no cactus jar. Come the morning, I'll always be there. Walking in his footsteps, sweet velvet dawn. Take me back to do it again. When I see one bus, got to feel what Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no cactus jar. Come the morning, I'll always be there. Walking in his footsteps, sweet velvet dawn. Walking in his footsteps, sweet velvet dawn.
You like that harmony singing? We're going to start up a harmony singing lesson series here on Monday nights. Come on down. I know a lot of folks that took that class in the fall when it happened last. So it's going to start here on Monday nights in May. 3 or 4 consecutive classes. We're going to be meeting here, singing in a group together, learning stuff, and then spreading out through the building and learning to sing in trios, just like that. So have that on your radar starting May 4th. I think that might even be next Monday. Before we get into our next song, I want to introduce the woman playing banjo on my left. You're right. I see there's new folks interested in learning banjo every day. We actually have several instruments here that are available for people to try and test out and things like that. And we'll have a class on how to play this music starting in the fall as well. But Joan is involved in many different things. She's an inspiration to, I know myself, learning the banjo as well. And Joan's going to be involved with a group here that's going to be playing for a dance. I'm going to let her tell you about that.
So I'm an inspiration. I'm so sorry. Folks, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and hopefully we've got some itchy feet out there who want to get on the dance floor and learn to do some swing dancing. It's May 15th, Friday, May 15th, and we played once before. It's tons of fun, and they always have an instructor to give you a lesson beforehand. So yeah, if we have anybody out there who's itching to dance, come out and join us. It'll be my band, Two Blue. If any of you know who we are, we do kind of swing-inspired bluegrass, but it'll be on the swingier side that evening, and this man will be joining us, so you'll have plenty of swing. There you have it, Two Blue, May 15th here at the Granite.
And speaking of which, this is a good timing for our next tune. We're going to play a swing number that we played at dances before. This is one I learned from the great Bobby Hicks, who passed away last year. Big inspiration to me, probably my favorite fiddle player. And he recorded this tune with 2 and 3 fiddles called Cherokee Swing. Hope you like it. next tune for it. Hopefully that gave you the itch to go to hang out with Two Blue at the swing dance on May 15th. Introducing this next tune, I want Oriana to share a little bit about this next one because she just recorded this in a group that a few of the members up here, this band, are also a part of. And they opened up for one of the Bluegrass Nights a couple of months ago. But they've got a lot of exciting things coming up, including another type of dance. So Oriana's going to tell you about that one.
So Austin, Jeff, and I are in a band called Bugs on a Log. We're really excited. It's a nation band. We've been around for maybe 6 months or so. Maybe a little more at this point. Time flies. But go Bugs. So
New video.
We did. We just, if you search Bugs on a Log string band on YouTube, we have 2 videos up that we recorded here at the Granite in this beautiful space. And so those are on YouTube, but on May 14th, which is a Thursday, we are playing a barn show / contra dance in the town of Southbury. Yeah.
Like 10 tickets left to that.
Oh, get them while they're hot. We're also playing here.
Oh yes, the date for that is actually
That's on Saturday. We're playing here on
This
Saturday.
Saturday, the Frog Frolic
Yeah, the Frog
at
Frolic.
the Granite
Yeah,
and
not
also
here.
other many locations.
It's not here.
It's near here.
We're playing Frog Frolic at the Reading Library.
Oh.
This
It's
Saturday.
very
What, Rich?
The
community
community
center.
center. Thank you, Rich.
sorry about that.
Actually, in addition to the Bugs playing, they're also doing this new thing called Harmonious Tales. It's like a story. This particular one is Frog and Toad Story Hour, and it's meant for kids where they're reading. They're doing readings of Frog and Toad, the children's book, to the tune of fiddle and banjo in the background. So that's a cute little program that Lana is putting together. She's involved with the old time programming in this one, and she's going to sort of be doing a little bit of that this weekend on Saturday. All right, well, anyway, we recorded this tune with the Bugs on a Log. It's called The New Railroad. We're going to do it for you now.
One, two, three. We're getting on a new railroad, mud up to my knees. We're getting on a new railroad, mud up to my knees. I'm working for Big John Henry, he's so hard to please. I've been all around this used to have a big girl, several was I used to have a big girl, several was
we're gonna do a quick trio number. This is one of the first mentioned, Walker's. Actually, the very house that this friendship was reignited. The folks are in the room. I remember the day. Walker's parents are back there, and they had us over for I think around Christmas time. It was just like a little hang, and I think we played from noon to after midnight, over 12 hours straight of music. We just loved singing together. We found out that I've already heard a couple people around the room say, "I don't know any of these songs," and it's very rare when you get three people in the room that all know the same material like this, that all have the same love, same shared love for this music, and that was the case on that fateful day. So we're gonna do one of those songs for you. It's a James Taylor number that not exactly bluegrass, but you'd be surprised to know how many famous bluegrass players were influenced by James Taylor. There's lots of songs of his that are floating around in the bluegrass world, and one of the most famous singers who's won International Bluegrass Singer of the Year many times, Russell Moore, said that James Taylor was his favorite singer. So before we jump into the song, I want to mention that Hannah is over there working hard at the bar. She can make any drink for you. Hannah is amazing. She's got some specialty drinks. She can make anything, so pop by. And I want to say that every drink purchase here is a $1 donated to the Granite. 100% of those drink purchases are donations to all the Granite programming. So between Hannah and this little tip jar up here, if you feel generous, those are your spots. All right, we'll sing this James Taylor song for you.
Is that picking up pretty good? A little of that. Sun is surely sinking down, but the moon is slowly rising. So this whole world must still be spinning around, and I still love you. So close your eyes. You can close your eyes, it's alright. I don't know the love song, and I can't sing the blues anymore. Sure, but I can sing this song. You can't sing this song when I'm gone. Won't be long for another day. We're gonna have a good time, and no one's gonna take that time away. You can stay as long as you like. So close your eyes. You can close your eyes, it's alright. Oh, I don't know the love songs, and I can't sing the blues anymore. Yes, but I can sing this song. You can't sing this song when I'm gone.
While the guys are coming back up here, I want Walker to talk a little bit about some of the upcoming stuff that he's involved in, both here and around. I actually just give him the mic for anything you want to talk about, Walker.
I have some grievances I'd like to address. On I suppose first and foremost, my band Timothy is playing on July 4th at the Morris Bluegrass Festival, which we learned today is in Morris, Connecticut. And I'm looking forward to that. It's a beautiful festival at South Farms, which is a beautiful farm kind of venue, if you've ever been there. And Morris, actually. And then there's a number of other things coming up in the interim. But here at the Granite, September 19th and 20th, or 18th and 19th, we're very loose on dates, is a Planet Granite Bluegrass and Country Music Festival, I think is what you call that. And my band Timothy's playing there again, which features Jeff Smith over here on the mandolin. And also a very, very special band, Connecticut's own Kentucky Girls, which is 6 gentlemen from Connecticut, including myself and Austin, as well as G. Rockwell of Black Rock. Who am I missing? Nacho of Avon, Will Domeland of Farmington, and Sam Zola of Torrington. And that's one of the finest bluegrass bands you're ever going to hear. And that is here at the Granite in September, so we hope to see you there. And this song is a very early song written by Bill Monroe and Hank Williams. And everyone likes to say it's their only collaboration. And that's where everyone's knowledge of the song starts and stops. So here you go.
All right.
Did we cut that song?
Thank you. We're going to get Jeff to sing this next song here. This is one of the ones we first learned as a band when we were at our Bluegrass night way back. I think the first one was maybe 5 or 6 months ago. He's going to sing this next one here. It's a number that we needed to have a good fast banjo number here, though. It's called Little Girl of Mine from Tennessee.
I would draw about on blue on one.
One, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Little
one, I want to introduce the guy playing bass, laying down the foundation for us. I've told a story a few times about how we met and how he kind of was a person who helped me get into the bluegrass scene. And so we actually, the two of us play in a band here that he's going to tell you a little bit about. We've been up to a lot recently. We just got back from Nashville. But I'll let him tell you about that and some upcoming shows. That's Rick Brodsky back there. Make him welcome.
Yeah, we were in Nashville for about 10 days. We did 5 days of recording. We are recording our 4th album. We did 16 songs in 5 days. It was a lot of work. We had a big, old, well, maybe new, I should say, townhouse that was an Airbnb. It had 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms and a rooftop, and we cooked all the food, and we rehearsed all night, and then we went back in the studio all day. So we are looking forward to playing here next Friday night. Most of the guys live up in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, but they'll be down here to perform for all of you, and we'll have all our CDs in hand, but not yet the 4th one. We're still working on that, but we're very excited to be here next Friday, right? Next Friday?
Yeah, I think so.
Great. Yeah.
Can you count it for? have a couple more numbers for you. I think you'll really like this story on this next one. It's a beautiful story. But before we get into this last song, or last couple songs, I want to get my friend Jeff up here to share a little bit about what he's involved with and maybe his big business, anything he cares to share with y'all.
Oh, thanks, Austin. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Having a good time? I'm having a great time up here. I love playing with these guys. We do this every month, and every time it's always a good experience. But yeah, I mean, like Austin was saying, you know, we have Bugs on the Log. It's me, Austin, and Warrior in that. We have a few other people. Lana, Austin's partner, and we have some people from Massachusetts and New York as well. So it's a big band. We're actually playing a square dance here on June 4th. So if anybody likes dancing, come on down. June 4th at 7:30. It's going to be a free event here. It's going to take place in this room. And we just got a caller today for it, actually.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, despite what he said, you don't need to know how to dance. They're going to teach you how to do it before every dance starts. So if you've never been to a square dance, it's a real simple thing. The caller is a person who's just going to say, you know, do-si-do this, do-si-do that. And then we play some music, we all have a good time. We drink a lot. It's great.
Walker and I are in a band called Timothy that we're actually in a band with a bunch of people from Boston. We're going to be playing, what's the next time we're playing? It's going to be...
We're going to play on July 4th. Then we're going to play late July in Maine, Ossipee Bluegrass Festival. Then we're going to play in early September, final answer, at Crooked River Bluegrass Festival, at which we won the band contest. That's the best time. And then until September, later in September, we're going to play here again as separately.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. The granite, plant granite. Yeah, and that's all I got. So great. I want to keep playing music.
Let's figure out how we're going to, I think we need a little rearranging.
Yep.
I think now.
This is a beautiful song called The Pretty Fair Maid in the Garden.
Yeah, play that one. Pretty fair maid was in her garden when a stranger came riding by. He came up to the gate and called her. Pretty fair maid, would you be my bride? Said I have the true love, he's in need of me. He's been gone for 7 long years, and if he's gone 7 years longer, I'll still be waiting for him. Perhaps he's on some water course with me. Perhaps he's on some battlefield sling. Perhaps he's too fair girl married, and you may never see him again. Or if he's drowned, I hope he's happy. Or if he's on some battlefield sling. If he's too fair girl married, I'll love the girl that married him. fair maid was in her garden. A stranger came riding by. He came up to the gate and called her, pretty fair maid, would you be my bride?
Beautiful song. I remember hearing that. I was on a long drive when I first heard that song come on shuffle, and it's one of those ones that can get you. You know, I followed the story there, and I remember. I think I remember first needing many Kleenexes, and then I remember, telling Mark, I'm like, "Have you heard this amazing song?" I'm sure you already know what it's like.
And I said yes, and then I told the same exact story when I was in the car, and then I cried, and then we high-fived.
All right. Well, thanks so much for listening. We got one last song for you. Please come out and support the other bluegrass programs that are happening this summer. We're going to get some more added. One last show I want to plug that is on the tail end of the summer. I think it's the July 30th or 31st. Is the Hazel Project, which is a band out of Boston, an all-female bluegrass band that is honoring the music of Hazel Dickens, who was an amazing American songwriter as a part of the kind of early bluegrass tradition, and she has some really, really powerful songs about Appalachian America. This is one of like the first times historically that her music has been kind of revitalized and put into new audiences. So check out that group. That's the Hazel Project, and that I believe is July 30th or 31st this summer. So thanks so much for listening. We'll send you off with one last song. This is a Osborne Brothers or Jim and Jesse song. I think that is where Oriana picked this one up. And it's called Lonesome Feeling. And feel free afterwards, please hang out with all of us. We're going to stick around and play some tunes. So if you got an instrument, take it out and hang out for a little longer. If you are on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, make sure to share this event with your friends. The last Thursday of the month, we got another one in the next month, in May, coming up too. So tell your friends. All right, thanks so much for listening. Here's Lonesome Feeling. appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.